everybody, it's Cynthia here from Recollect and Ramble. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. I am here to share with you my finished Tale of Peter Rabbit junk journal. I kind of got excited and just went ahead and finished it off because I don't know. I mean, maybe you guys would be interested in seeing me like glue stuff to pages. I don't know, but anyway, I guess I figure you're more interested in seeing the finished product, like I usually am with junk journal videos. All right, so before we get started, I'm just going to say that this junk journal, to the lucky new owner, they will also get this is just a little pack of some of the end cuts from the papers I used in it. There's some ephemera in here. This is a little envelope that is got lots of little different things that I actually pulled to use in the junk journal, but then decided against. So I just wanted to let you know that that little packet of little extra ephemera pieces is going to come your way with that. Let me just make sure I'm in frame. Pretty good. I'm pretty good. All right. So here we go. The Tale of Peter Rabbit junk journal. Now this does have I don't even know what to call it, a semi-soft spine. Those of you who commented on my, thank you so much for your comments, you guys, about this sort of new spine technique. Now, if you missed that video, I will link that up in the corner for you to take a look at, or it'll be down in the description below too. So we'll see. And it's got, it's this quilted fabric that I did a little button embroidery stitch around the edge and decorated it then with these pretty square metal brads. Okay, now the entire story of Peter Rabbit is in here. All of the pages are intact and they are in order. So you can enjoy the story as you use this junk journal. As you will see, I have lots of lace on the edges. I've got this vintage seam binding ribbon holding it closed. And then along the edges, there's, oops, got myself all tied in a knot here. What the heck? Oh, it's just a loop. There we go. As you can see, I have lots of lace edging, makes it look all pretty. And also the cover is protected front and back with some little metal book corners. All right, so let's get started on this flip through. So there's also, as you can see, some lovely things sort of sticking out, peeking out around the edges, and we'll see all of those as we do the flip through. All right, let's get started. So once again, pretty vintage seam binding ribbon holding it closed. And here we start. Just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? All that lace and everything just cascading down the side. I just love that. Now here we start with a little corner tuck spot, And in here I've just tucked, this is just a tiny little journal card with a very cute little bunny on it. And then this great playing card that's shaped like a carrot. I still have a few of those left, but I thought I would tuck one in there. Here also just a little bit of collaging down here, again, to pull in the rabbit theme with that. And then some nice velvet ribbon and some lace trim. Now here we have a side pocket. This side pocket's just decorated with some end cuts from some of the cabbage dyed paper. And then this is a Tim Holtz flower die cut. So those of you who saw one of my other videos, a haul video, may have seen that I had a really cute banner that had this little rabbit and some carrots. So I cut part of that banner apart, made this mounted this on some nice cardstock, and now it's a little journal space, and you can see that little rabbit just peeking right out of that pocket. Now this journal I did, I tried to not over decorate. I have a feeling that some of my junk journals, I maybe go a little too far with some of the decorating. And I think that I'm just hoping that by not decorating it too much, and by also offering you some extra pieces that you can actually use in it, that people enjoy it more, because they can actually decide what sort of they can decide what they want on each page. All right, so that's kind of my reasoning behind that I didn't decorate it too much. All right. So as you'll see, there's lots of wide open space for you to do writing, collaging, sketching, whatever you would like to do in this journal. Lots of pages just begging for you to tape something or glue something on them. There we are. I love this this embroidery, this fancy embroidery stitches book. I thought that was so nice. Here's the title page finally, and a little bit of eyelet lace trim. There's a game page from a children's game packet, and then here is just a little pocket. Got this beautiful hydrangea playing card in there, as well as just a little die cut flower with a fancy sticker right on there. Now in the middle of each signature, I have tied it to the center, and I have decorated each little tie end with a beautiful little mother of pearl button. Now here on this little flap, I did use one of my coin holders. This is one of my little coin holder hiding places. Another little bunny rabbit sticker there for you. Now here, this pulls right out. It's decorated on top with this little sort of collaged silk flower, and you can open this up, and it is a journal spot for you to use, and that just tucks right back down nice and securely in there. Here we are, and finally the beginning of the story. Here is Mother telling them to be good, because she's going out to the market. There she goes. And then here is another side pocket, another beautiful floral Tim Holtz die cut. I just love the colors in this one. And here we have a little floral journal card, which sort of echoes the colors there, and that fits right in there, as well as this lovely piece of lacy print ephemera. So that just tucks right down in there, and you can use that as you like. And here we go. That's the end of the first of 4 signatures. There are 4 signatures in this book. There goes Mrs. Rabbit off to the market. There's Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail doing what they're supposed to be doing. They are picking berries. Some more beautiful vintage lace trim and just fancy flowers. I did just a little bit of stenciling just to break it up a little bit. Now here is one of those little bunches of carrots from that banner that I told you about. So a couple places in here I've got a little bunch of carrots that are hidden. This is that beautiful cabbage print paper. And there's Peter sneaking into the garden and eating some of those carrots. Now here is an English robin, very different from an American robin. So that is an English robin. And later we'll see that English robin peeking up out of the top of the book. Here we go, another bit of beautiful vintage lace, and I added a little bit of ribbon detail to that. And here's another little center page where I have tied those strings. I got some pretty shell dangles on there, and this is a lovely floral from an old Ideals magazine. There's Peter with a little bit of a stomach ache. Yep. And here's a side pocket again, and you've got just a nice little journal card, and then also some journal space or just ephemera for you to use there. And I thought that was so funny because it is some of the things that they talk about. Oh, what's his name? Farmer what? Farmer. It's terrible. I've been looking at this book for a month, and we'll figure it out. Farmer Jones, Farmer. Oh, Mr. McGregor. That's right. It's Mr. McGregor. Jeez, sorry guys. So that Mr. McGregor plants in his garden. Alrighty, some vintage ledger, which is great because this is actually farm ledger paper. It came out of a book that said farm budget accounting book or something. So there we go. And then bound in here is a little envelope. Got a little piece of pretty matching stationery in there for you to journal on, and just a little bit of collage here again with a beautiful little rabbit sticker and a butterfly. There we go, Mr. McGregor chasing Peter Rabbit out of the garden. Peter loses a shoe. Now here's a little flip out, just some beautiful scrapbook paper there. And then this page has, now this is also something that I just found recently, this beautiful, I got a bunch of these, beautiful sort of enameled paper clips. And I thought that that looked just beautiful, sort of sticking out of the, oh, let me get that in there, sticking out of the top of the book like that. And then attached to the side here, you'll see on the other side is another flower, another sort of collaged mixed media, I don't know, silk flower. I just like the mix of the colors in there rather than doing something that was all one color. So that is attached to this page, and this is glued pretty firmly with an old flashcard there. I just wanted that flower to sort of pop out of the side of the book. All right, more of the story here. Peter getting caught in the fence. Some lovely lace trim along that page. And here's some sparrows telling him, please don't give up, please try. Here's a flip out there. And then I love these cards. I only have a few of these left, these vintage cards with the rabbit and the ferns and the violets and the mushrooms. Anyway, they're so pretty. So I used one of those as a little corner tuck spot. And then here is just an illustration of some herbs that's made into a journal card, and that sits right down in there. All right. Just moving ahead. There's Peter again, escaping into the watering pot. And this is just a little bit of a decoration on this little flap here, just for interest. Some more of that cabbage dyed paper. Some music paper, some guitar tab paper actually. And then another beautiful floral centerpiece, again tied to the center with those mother of pearl buttons. And this is the second half of the third signature. Mr. McGregor searching for Peter. Peter escaping yet again. There's another beautiful little piece of rabbit-themed stationery, a little postcard there. And here's another little side pocket with a little journal card in it. There's Peter, and again, that English sparrow right there. Now here I have made, this is an altered paper clip. So I kind of liked it. I thought maybe this would echo like what Mr. McGregor's garden gate might look like. And then I just topped it with a flower that matches the color scheme. And that just sits there so that beautiful flower can be seen peeking out over the top of the junk journal. All right, and here we are into the fourth signature. Some lovely vintage eyelet and fancy lace trim. Here's another side pocket again with a beautiful Tim Holtz die cut there. Love this old card, lots of journal space on the back of that card, and again a pretty lacy, some lacy doily ephemera there. Just tucks right in there. There's Peter escaping back under the gate. Again, some vintage trim lining that, and then there's all of Peter's clothing and his shoes as a new scarecrow in the garden. Now here's a flip out. Just added a little flip out here, decorated it with a die cut flower. And we're getting close to the end here, you guys. Here's another bunny rabbit, little sticker there. And the top of this coin holder hiding spot is actually an English robin. And there we are. And there is the other hidden bunch of carrots. So that just fits nice and snug. Oh, there we go. Right down in there. And that robin just peeks over the edge of the book page. I loved that there was a cut from one of the ideals pages that said, "and in the garden." So I thought that was nice to add to there. Here's our final tie-off of the 4th signature with some mother of pearl buttons there. I love this quilt pattern from a quilt pattern book. And here we are rounding out the story. Poor Peter got home. He was sick and he was tired. There we are. Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail got to have berries and cream for dinner, and Peter had to go to bed because he didn't feel very well. Now this is just sort of a little corner decoration. So it is 2-sided. It's got a little bunny rabbit stamp and just a pretty sticker, along with some eucalyptus leaves that I thought were, they're not really eucalyptus leaves, of course, they're silk, but they sort of stick up over the corner there. And here's a beautiful little piece of moth ephemera there, and that just gets held on with a little Tim Holtz mini clip there. The end of the story, and we are rounding out. Little scarecrow there. I just like that. I think that's a nice touch. And then the last, not the last pocket, but another side pocket. Again, a beautiful floral piece from Tim Holtz. Here is yet another little rabbit sneaking around. I think hiding something. And there with the carrots. Again, beautiful velvet ribbon and some lace trim. And then finally, this is the last little corner tuck spot. It has this little journal card here, again decorated with a pretty little rabbit sticker. And that fits down in there. And this just, I thought this was pretty, and it can just go right in there. Be used anywhere that you like in the journal. I left the end papers in there because I loved seeing all of the other characters from Beatrix Potter. And that is the tale of Peter Rabbit Junk Journal. And just as a reminder, for the person who purchases this, I will be sending along this pretty little packet of extra ephemera for you to use in the book. So thank you so much, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment, even if it's just to say hi, and subscribe if you haven't, if you like these kinds of videos. I hope that I see you right back here real soon. This is Cynthia St. Anne from Recollect and Ramble, and I hope you're having a great day. Thanks, you guys. Bye.